Howard and Brown, a business development podcast. We are your one-stop solution for business. You're watching Howard and Brown, a business development podcast.
Clients and how you build a relationship with great clients. And so we have brought in our studios. We just caught her. We brought her in into our studios, and she is part of our company is V2 Royal Invites. It is our wedding event company that we've started here under an umbrella of MBA. And some of you know about MBA, Mutual Believers Association, is our parent company, and we have 8 companies that we run under our MBA brand. V2 Royal Invites is one of those companies, and we brought in one of our clients, Miss Stephanie, and just introduce yourself to the people, Miss Stephanie.
Hi, my name's Stephanie. I'm 25 years old, and I'm a client of Dr. Howard, and it's been an amazing experience working with him.
Yes, she is getting married, y'all. She's getting married to Mr. Dylan. Hello, Dylan, out there. But she's getting married. The wedding is October the 23rd.
Yes.
October 23rd, and it's an evening wedding. Is that?
Evening wedding, yes. 4 to 9.
4 to 9, yes. And so she's a nervous bride to be.
Yes, I am.
Well, just kind of tell, and what we have on this podcast and on this webinar is people who are either starting their business, they either have their business, or they want to grow and develop their business to be. Let them just know your experience with us and the importance as a client to have that experience when you're dealing with business.
Okay. My experience with Howard and Brown,
yes.
Howard and Brown and their V2 Royal Invites has been amazing. I started out with stopping them in the hallway and asking them if they video weddings, because I needed a videographer short term. I was like rushing around. And they do. So they also took many pictures for Save the Dates, which I'm very pleased with each and every picture. I mean, the photographer, he's amazing. I love all the photos that we have. I look at them all the time. And we also have a Save the Date video, which I've gotten so many great compliments on. I love it. It's amazing. I've never seen something that powerful to announce a wedding. And it just really described how much my fiance and I love each other. So I think this is a great company. I'm so glad I'm a part of it, and that I was able to find them just walking down the hall one day at work, and now they're doing my wedding. And I'm super excited to see the video of my wedding. I can't wait, and I can't wait to see the photos. So I give them 100% recommendation all the way.
Hey, thank you.
Amazing.
And guys, and this is what we want you to really understand and get out of when you're doing your business. It's very, very important. I'm going to bring out some key points that she said, and I want those that are on the line in the webinar to really get these key points. One of the things she said is that we did something different with the voice-over video to her Save the Date invitation, something that has not been done, and that's what you want to do. Number one, you have to be unique. Business owners, you have to be unique. You want to be unique. You don't want to be like everybody else. You don't want to be considered like anyone else. If you're doing things that's just like everybody else, that's the reason why you're struggling in your business. That's the reason why you're not having the turnover that you want in your business, or the type of clients for your business, is simply because you're not unique enough. You don't have anything of great value that's different than your competitors are offering. And that's very important. Even when you're putting your prospectus, your business plan, all of that, you have to put a section called competitive edge. The competitive edge is so very important that you identify what is that competitive edge and what makes the difference in your business. Miss Stephanie and her fiance had the opportunity to experience our competitive edge, and you're not going to find other photographers and videographers that's offering voice over save the dates.
It's unique. I like it, yes.
Exactly. And that's what you want, guys. And you see, and those who are watching live, you see her beautiful face is bright, and she's shining, she's smiling. That's what you want, smiling clients, okay? That's happy with the type of services. And I just want to say, also business owners, point number 2, your team is so very important. Write that down, guys. Make sure that you are cultivating, developing a great team. So shout out to Maria, our makeup artist. Shout out to Miss Edwards for scheduling. Shout out to Miss Damaris who organized. She's our producer. Shout out to Mr. Will. We call him the William Man, that he's the photographer of the year. I mean, and we have three photographers, and we have 3 makeup artists. We have people that's working with MBA, with Howard and Brown, and with V2 Royal Invites to make our clients be absolutely amazing. And it's a team effort, guys. So when Miss Stephanie is looking at her save the dates, you see a team effort. When she's looking at her invitation, it's just team effort. She hasn't even seen her new website that we're developing for. It's a team effort. Entrepreneurs, you have to develop the right team. Please get that down. You have to develop the right team. All of these things that I'm giving you makes the difference if your business succeed and if your business is profitable, okay? If it succeed and it is profitable, it makes it very, very important. And she actually works for a law firm. What's the name of your law firm?
St. Dennis and Davy Law Firm.
And a very prestigious law firm that's in Jacksonville, Miami, Tampa, and Panama, that's doing some great things. So shout outs to the law firm. We want to plug the law firm. So if you need some personal injury,
yes, and construction.
And construction, you need to come to
St. Dennis and Davy Law Firm.
There you go. So a great firm. They work in the same building with us, and they're just absolutely amazing people. And so you want to make sure that if you are in need of a law firm, they are the one that you definitely need to reach out to. And we want to thank Miss Stephanie for coming into studios and just expressing as a client, and she will recommend us 100%.
Yes. I'm so happy, yes.
And so definitely we want you guys check out our website, which is V2 Royal Invites. That's V2RoyalInvites.com. Check out our website and you'll see another business that has been developed and owned by MBA, Mutual Believers Association. And we want to thank again Miss Stephanie for coming and being a part of the show.
Having me.
All righty.
Having me.
Listen, guys, you want to make sure as I indicated, that you have a uniqueness in your business. You want to make sure that not only you have a uniqueness in your business, but there's a competitive edge in your business that is absolutely amazing. It makes the difference in your business. Now, I want you to really take an opportunity and listen to this part. This part for your business is so very important, because what I want to deal with, and y'all zoom in closely, camera guys zoom in closely, all that's on the webinar, listen closely. What we want you to develop is not a hustling mentality or a hustling that you got to hustle. What we want you to develop is being a CEO. And being a CEO, there's some things that you need to make sure that you know. I want you to write these things down as I go through the list of things you need to be. This really separates, guys. It separates from being a hustler or someone who's just trying to make some money, or really someone who really know how to run their business and really grow their business, profit their business. Now, you'll hear a lot of business consultant talk about the prospectus that you need, or to write a prospectus. For me, I believe in doing something just a little bit different. Number one, you want to develop a pitch deck. You want to develop a pitch deck. Now, I'm going to talk a little bit about this because I really want you to understand what I mean in pitch, P-I-T-C-H, deck, a pitch deck. A pitch deck is a 5 pages, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, PowerPoint, 5 pages of your business, of who you are, what you do, what value or what answer you solve, your projected amount of money that you can make with this, and the competitive edge of what makes you different. These 5 things is what we call a pitch deck. Watch this, to an investor or to someone who would buy your company. Now, let me give you the theory on the reason why I'm saying this. A pitch deck versus a business plan or prospectus, why is that more significant, Dr. Howard? I'll tell you. It is more significant because if your business is so attractive that people will either buy it or give you money, then you have a business. If your business is so attractive, they can look at your business and see that it can make money, and it is attracted to either buy, that someone will offer to buy your company, then you have a business. You're not hustling, you actually have a business. Your business has to be so attractive that people will offer. It's almost like, guys, and guys go with me, it's almost like when you see a real nice car and you see somebody that have some real nice rims, that engine sounding amazing, and it's doing, that car is just off the chain, that you walk up to a guy and say, how much you want for it? How much you want for it? You don't walk up to a car that's looking raggedy, that's tore up, the tires all out of, worn down and all of that. You're not asking someone, or it doesn't have any value. You're not asking anybody how much they want for the car. But when a car looks like it's valuable, looks like it's on point, then somebody will walk up to you and ask you how much you want for it. That's how your business should be. Your business should be structured that people either want to invest in you or they want to buy the company from you. That's how you want to grow your business. So I want you guys, and I'm talking to all my business owners who've been in business 10, 20 years. I'm talking to you too. You want to develop a pitch deck. A pitch deck. 5 pages, guys. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you cannot talk about your business, explain your business, define your business within 5 PowerPoints, then you don't understand your business. You got to be able to explain what you do, project how much money you're going to make, and know the value and the competitive edge of your business in 5 pages, period. That's when you know your business. Let's talk about that a little bit. Let's go into those 5 pages. Number 1, you need to know what you are, who you are. I was looking at a website today, guys, from a client. One of our clients sent us some information about another client and said, how can you help them? Well, the first thing, I went on their website and I couldn't figure out what they did. I had a brief, understanding, but I couldn't really understand what she did or what value she brought. Then I immediately understood why she was not having success in her business. People, when they look at your sites, when they look at your Facebook page, guys, when they look at your Twitter, when they look at your Instagram, when they look at your things, they have to immediately be able to understand and identify what you do immediately. Not indirect marketing, but direct, in your face, bullseye marketing. So that's number 1. You got to be able to explain what you do. Number 2, you have to be able to explain what problem, or we call it what value, you bring to your client. What problem you solve or what value you bring to your client. What problem do you solve? And that needs to be immediately on everything that you do. Okay? This is also called part of your branding or your goodwill. I'll write that down. And we're going to talk a little bit about goodwill in a little bit. But it's also part of your branding, which is part of your goodwill. But you got to be able to identify the problem that you solve and the value that you bring. Number 3, you got to be able to project how much money you want to make. If it's a quarter, if it's in a half a year, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, how much money do you want to make? Now, y'all go with me here because I want you to understand, you knowing how much money you want to make is not you just throwing up some random number. Just don't throw up some random number and say, I want to make $16 million. No, I want you to get out the hustling mode. Let's talk CEO, okay? So when I say be able to do your projections, that means you need to be able to know what is your price point, how many customer acquisition that you need to acquire at that price point to be able to get the projected amount of money you want to make, okay? Then you got to understand your sales cost, which is another word for overhead, your sales cost to be able to determine within your operations how profitable you are. That's very important. And you got to be able to have a regular conversation about this without you looking at a piece of paper. You got to know that. So you got to know what your projections are based on, once again, your what price point and your customer acquisition. All right? So if you have not developed that and you don't understand even from that, that's where you want to start. Okay? Your price point. Now, before you go even more into this projection, I'm gonna give you a little tidbit here. Projections are more valuable, watch this, when you are already competitive in the price point. Okay? Projections are more valuable when you are more competitive in the price point. Okay? So you know that your prices is adequate to the services that you provide. Okay? Very important. But you need to have your quarterly, like I mentioned, semi-annually, annually, 3-year, 5-year, 7-year. You need to have projections in place, and that need to be part of your pitch decks. Number 4, you need to make sure that you understand, watch this guys, your competitive edge. What makes you different? Identify that. My client here just told you what was our difference, and it was unique, and it was powerful. She's getting compliments on it. Listen to what we're building, and she's already told other clients about us. What did I just do with my business? By having my business start being unique and allow me to grow faster than a company who does the same thing that I'm doing, but they just like everybody else. So guys, for some of you who are just now starting your business, sit there, get you a cup of coffee, take the time and the opportunity to think of what makes you unique. Okay? And let me get on my soapbox for a second and minister to you. Just because you're doing some philanthropy stuff, just because you're doing stuff, that may be ministry kind of stuff, doesn't mean people want to invest in you, or doesn't mean people are going to buy from you. Okay? People want to know what problem do you solve for them. Okay? And how uniquely you solve it for them. Okay? So that's very, very important that you understand that. So what makes you unique? And take the time, take the moment. Your business is depending upon you taking the time and identifying why you are unique. Okay? And come up with it. Now, I've given you in the other seminars, I'm going to give you in this one as well. All of you, I suggest that you acquire 3 books. Listen to me, those are on the conference line, those who are watching on the podcast, and all of our new channels. Listen, I want you to go, and these guys I'm not endorsing them. This is what you need for your business. I want you to acquire the book, The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. The E-Myth by Michael Gerber. Okay? Then I want you to acquire From Good to Great. From Good to Great. Okay? And thirdly, I want you to acquire the book, The Blue Ocean Strategies. The Blue Ocean Strategies. All 3 of these books will be able to help you in this pitch deck that I am requiring you to do. Okay? And putting together these 5 PowerPoints that will help you with your business, especially the 4th one as we talk about your competitive edge. That is what the Blue Strategies, the Blue Ocean Strategies is going to give you. It's going to give you some insights on how that is so very important for your business, is that you become competitive or different, unique, which is bringing you your competitive edge. Now, look how we put this all together, because if I was an investor, or if an investor was looking at your company and they saw how different you came out, watch this, you just became, and this is my made up word, investable. Okay? You're investable. All right? All right? Someone wants to invest in you, give you money for your business. That's when you're leaving this hustling mentality and you're stepping into entrepreneurship. Doing a pitch deck, understanding your business, understanding the value, understanding the competitive edge, understanding your price point that helps you with your projections is so very important, okay? All right? So you want to make sure that you know your business. You want to make sure that you understand the difference in your business, the problem that you solve, the value that you bring to your business. You want to understand your projections, your number. You want to understand your competitive edge, and so very important on your competitive edges. And then number 5, you got to be able to understand your evaluation. Number 5 is your evaluation. Now, let's talk about that for a moment. Now, your evaluation comes from your goodwill. They call it your goodwill. And there's different points of the goodwill. Some there's 4 points, some say that's 5. You know, it's different points of your goodwill. But number 1, your goodwill is your brand. Okay? So for you entrepreneurs, if you have not started pushing your brand, I'm telling you, the brand is one of the most significant things. Let me tell you what they do for radio. For radio, the first thing they do is pull out their call letters. WAOK Atlanta. When WAOK started, I'm not telling my age, but when V103, when V103 started, all they did was play good music and just their call letters, V103. V103. Okay? What were they doing? They were starting their brand. What also were they doing? They were developing their evaluation. They were making their company more valuable, because a brand equals monetize. Your brand equals monetize. Okay? In other words, your brand can develop into money. What do you mean? People will pay you for your brand. So you want to make sure that you start developing your brand. If you don't do anything, push out your brand. Now, I'm giving it to you entrepreneurs, and that means I need you to push. I need to see your brand on your hat when you're walking around, your brand on your car, your brand on your briefcase, your brand on your car tag, your brand on your coffee mug, your brand on your pencils and your pens, your brand on your laptop, your brand when you send out an email, your brand when you send out a text. You need the brand. Every time you turn around, you are putting out your brand, okay? And you want to stick with the same brand, all right? You don't want to have one design, you got it this week, and then the next week it's a whole nother design. Even though it's the same words, it's a different design. Major no, don't do that, okay? Don't do that. Stick with the same brand, all right? Stick with the same brand, but get that brand out. It's so very important. That's one of the biggest things in your goodwill that develops your evaluation of your company. Also, the next thing for the evaluation of your company is your customer acquisition. It is your customer acquisition. So that's very, very important. Very, very, very important that you understand that in your customer acquisition or acquiring your customers. And watch this. Let's go into this part here, guys, because when you acquire your customer, what you want to develop, I'm going to say this slow because I want you to get this. What you want to develop is your actuaries. Okay? You want to develop your actuaries. And your actuaries should be noted. It should be dictated. Okay? So you want to make sure that you put down exactly how did you acquire that client. You want to have that on a report. How did you acquire this client? Okay? You want to detail step by step how you got the client. Okay? Collecting actuaries to customer acquisition is vital for your business. I'm going to say that again. Collecting actuaries to customer acquisition is vital to your company. All right? So your customer acquisition, which is part of your goodwill, which is part of your evaluation of the number of clients that you have, okay? The number of clients that you have, all right? So you got to make sure that you're doing that, all right? So not only that, not only making sure that you have those actuaries, but being able to note those things and being able to determine and detail exactly, once again, how you acquire the client. Number 3 is your assets, okay? If you have equipment, if you have different things, you need to understand each one of those carry a value, all right? Then you also want to have your projections of acquisitions, your projected of where you're going to be, how you're going to scale your business, what plans you have to scale your business. Now, when I talk about scale, guys, I'm talking about how you can add different arms to the model of your business. I'm going to say it again. You want to be able to already know how you're going to scale the business. Listen, entrepreneurs, don't think one model directional. Don't think one model directional. You don't want to think of your business only doing one thing, only solving one problem. You want your business to solve a problem, but also have different things that you could add to it. Now, when you scale your business and your mindset is that way, that any business you get involved, you're going to give the base model, but you also want to be able to add things to that base model, which is called scale. That brings you what? More profitability, okay? It gives you faster customer acquisition, because if the person does not come because of the model of the business, but they come for something else you do within the model of the business, you're still acquiring the client. But if you don't have scales and you only have one base thing that you do, you only are be able to pull a client that's interested in that one thing, okay? For an example, what we do here at Howard and Brown, we have 7 scales to one business model. So our business model is business development. That's our business model. But within that business model, we also do franchise development. So right now we're working with a client that's in Mobile, Alabama. Shouts out to 51 Flavors, Wings and Things. The next franchise is going to take over America. So we're able to help them with franchising, okay? So we're scaling his restaurant. Shouts out to Mr. Timothy Richardson and Pastor Carlos Booker. We're scaling their restaurant, 51 Flavors, Wings and Things, by the way. The best wings you can get. If you're in the Monroeville, Mobile area, you need to go to 51 Flavors, I'm telling you. But we're scaling them to a franchise. So that's one of the arms in our business development, is that we're developing franchise, but not only that, we also have a development called merger acquisitions, where we bring in franchise. If you want to buy a McDonald's, if you want to buy a Chick-fil-A, if you want to buy a Godfather Pizza, we help in brokering that and helping putting that together. If you want to sell your business, we help develop evaluations that you can be able to sell your business. See, we have different arms that's in this one arm. Then we have advertisement development. We have business credit. We help people get their business credit, y'all. A lot of business don't understand. You need some money, but you need money the different way, not the traditional way of getting money. The new way that they are allowing money to get to the access of entrepreneurs. And that's what we do at Howard and Brown. So just having these different arms to your base model makes your business more valuable. That's part of your goodwill. You want to have arms like we got the franchising development, merger acquisition, business credit. We have these different arms that helps build our model even more, make our model even more attractive. Where one client may come to us because we're going to help develop their franchising, another may come to us because they want business credit. They need some money. Another one may come to us because they want to really, really get into some franchise and they want to buy a couple of McDonald's or whatever, and they want to get into the franchise development or merger acquisitions. Some may want to come because they need business consulting and business counseling and business management for their particular business. See, all of these things are scales. These are scales to the model of our business here at Howard and Brown. and it makes the difference. And I didn't even talk about our advertisement and development. Why you think we can even do this? Because we have people on staff that's behind the cameras. I got people that's behind the cameras looking at them. I have the producer, I have my cameraman, I have my lighting man, I have all of these things. That advertising is a part of the things that we do for our clients. Guess what? That's another scale. Y'all see that? It's another scale. It's another part. You want your business to be the same. You want to have different arms, different scales. It makes your business more attractive. It makes your business more profitable. It makes your business expand quicker when you have these different things. You can acquire clients more effectively, efficiently, and quicker if you have scales to the model of your business. Okay? So very important. Then you want to make sure and I'm still talking about goodwill here, then you want to make sure not only that you have your brand, you have your competitive edge, you have your assets, you have your scaling for your particular business. You want to have also your projections to know what your business can make in the future. These are the things that you want to have in your particular business. Now, guys, these are the things that entrepreneurs think about. These are the things that CEOs think about. Not folks who just hustling. They're not thinking about pitch decks and projections and goodwills and scales and profit margins and being able to project profit margins and learning your SOP, your standard operating procedure, and how to effectively make even more money or get profit. How do you get profit out of your SOP? That's going to be another podcast. How do I get profit out of my standard operating procedure? How do you get profit out of that? I'm going to show you how to develop that. And so that's what we wanted you to develop. We want you to think like a CEO, and you're going to see your business grow strong, more effectively, and you're going to be able to acquire not only clients, but clients like we had with Stephanie, happy clients. Clients who want to do business with you, want to recommend you, knowing your uniqueness. This is what you want to have, because I know you're getting into the entrepreneurial world to stay. You're never going to go back to the rat race of working for somebody else. I'm with you 100%. I've been an entrepreneur for over 30 years, okay? I haven't clocked in anybody's clock for 30 years. And as y'all can see, I'm a pretty healthy guy, so I haven't missed a meal, all right? So I want you to understand the entrepreneurial world is where it's at, but you got to have the right mindset, guys. You have to have the right mind. You can't be waiting for someone to give you something. No one's going to give you anything. You can't act like you don't need to spend money. You have to spend money if you're going to be in. Y'all think all this stuff, this microphone and all this camera stuff, you have to spend money if you're going to have a quality business, okay? So those that have that mentality that you try to do things because Facebook is free, so you think it's free. No. Facebook it's not even free. You have to pay ads so people can really see what you're posting. All right. So it's very important that you really understand that. Okay. And you want to make sure that you understand the work ethic. I said something in the last podcast and on the last workshop we did 2 Saturdays ago, and I think it's worth repeating, that I cannot afford it is not the truth. I said it a little strong. It's a lie. I'm just going to say it like it was. It's a lie. I can't afford it. Listen, your affordability is not in your wallet. Your affordability is in your work ethic. I'm going to say that again. Your affordability is not in your wallet. Your affordability is in your work ethic. If you're willing to work for it, you can afford anything you want. If you want $1 million house, you can have $1 million house. If there's nothing that's going to stop you from having your $1 million house, okay? If you're willing to work for it. If you're willing to work for it, you can have it. Are you hearing what I'm saying? If you're willing to do it, you can make it happen. So we want to make sure that you understand and that you really, really gather these things that we're showing you, all right? And making sure that you understand these are the concepts for your business. Now, I want to go into and listen to me real clearly for those that are on the webinar and that are watching this podcast. One of the key things, and I'm going to say a couple of things that's very, very important. it is that what we've seen in the last few months, in a big way, has been companies not being in compliance. That's huge. Not only that, they're not in compliance, so they're not set up properly, and so they're not able to acquire and be able to participate in a lot of the funding and a lot of the stuff that's going on in our country right now, because they're not set up properly. Guys, we want to nip that in the bud, okay? We want to make sure, and not what you think is set up properly, because there's some things that you don't know. Some of you have never heard of NAV. You've never heard of a Paydex. You've never heard of registering for your domain in 411. You don't understand some of those concepts. You don't understand a foreign LLC. Okay, you don't understand that you cannot be in one state and doing business in another state without having proper documents. You understand what I'm saying? So you got to know that there's compliance that has to be done, and it's so very important for your particular business. Okay, and that's one of the great things that we do. We have a compliance department, and we help our businesses here at Howard and Brown to be in compliance. That's very important, because I've said this over and over again. I think it is so worth repeating. What do y'all think? Oh, my producer, camera people. Listen, I think it's worth repeating. And the biggest expense that you have is what you don't know. Or the biggest expense that you will occur is because you don't know. Okay? So very important that you understand that. So get in compliance, making sure, guys, that you are in compliance, all right? And if you have a partnership business, that is not a sole proprietor, okay? So you cannot register as a sole proprietorship and a single member EIN, and you got a partner, and I don't care if that partner is your wife or your spouse, all right? All right? And you cannot register and then use your house as an address and use your cell phone number as a phone number. No, and no. Okay? That is not considered business, or when you get ready to go to another level. Now, there are sole proprietorship. I got a good friend, that's what she teaches, sole proprietorship, acquire 475 tax laws that's available, and those who have a sole proprietorship, that's perfectly fine. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about those who, listen, want to go to another level. And the other level is you have to have an S Corp, C Corp, or LLC. That's just what you have to have. You have to make sure you're in compliance. You have to make sure you're structured. You got to use a business phone, a business address, not your house, not your cell phone. This is what people in the financial world look at your business and consider you as a credible business. Using your house, using your cell phone number is not considered as a credible business. But can you do business that way? Yes, you can do business that way. But I'm not talking about if you can or cannot do business. I'm talking about underwriting policies is what I'm talking about. What they consider structured, credible business by having certain things in place. And it's just a way of doing business, guys. If you got to spend money to get a virtual office or spend money to get an office, then that's what you have to do. If you got to spend money to get a landline phone for your business and someone answering your phone, then that's what you have to do. That's just what you have to do. Well, they got no, Dr. Howard, they got programs and they got software, like Cricket, and they can answer the phones for you and all that kind of stuff. Listen, let me divide the cake for you so you understand what I'm saying. I'm not talking about if you can do business or not. Yes, you can use all them other softwares, do things cheap or whatever, and you can still do business. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the way underwriters look at your business. When you get ready to apply for funding, when you get ready to apply for certain things that the government is giving, even if your EDI loans and your PPPs, okay, those you have to have certain structure in place. All right? You have to have certain structure in place. They all don't require the same thing, but you have to have better structure in your business in place. So know that if you're listening to me and you're listening, you're taking notes, know that if you're getting into this entrepreneur game, that you have to structure your business and you got to make sure your business look like a business, okay? That it looks like a business, all right? And this will help you. This will help you expedite. Listen, I hope you just saw with our client being here. What did she say? She said, I was walking down the hall, all right, and saw y'all. So what does that mean? That means we had to acquire an office. So we basically got a client just because we had an office. Are you hearing what I'm saying? And we've acquired even more clients because we have an office. All right? So there is a win-win in structuring your business right. There's a win-win in operating in compliance for your particular business. And then also, guys, if you got to have certain license and certain things that you need, then guys, I'm going to encourage that you do that. Take the moment and make sure that your business is in compliance. Make sure and take the moment that you make sure that your business is structured and profit right. All right? That's very, very important. Now, here at Howard and Brown, we help you with that. We help you as I indicate, as I was talking about scale. We have 7 departments here at Howard and Brown in which we help you develop. Number 1, we help you with your legal matters, your compliance, and all of those. That's very, very important for us. Number 2, we help you with your advertising and development. Yeah, we'll do the podcast for you. Okay. All right. We do your commercials. We do all those things. At the next level, we plug you into Comcast that you're on major channels like Bravo and BET and CNN and all of these channels to make sure you're advertising your business, not just on Facebook or Instagram, but you're really, really advertising your business. Okay. Very, very important. Then also, we also have your business consulting, business managing, okay, to help you. Do not make any decisions without your business manager, all right? Very, very important. But then we also have business credit, getting the funding, setting up your business according to underwriting policies that you always have access to money. Now, let me stop right there, guys, because I want to share something with you. When I say talk about funding and getting money, I'm not talking about some quick thing or just some one-time thing. What we establish here at Howard and Brown is a relationship with the finance people. That's the difference. We establish a relationship with them, so not only can you start acquiring funding, but you can always have access to money for your business, even if you need it or not. You want to be able to have it and not need it versus need it and not have it. Okay? So you want to make sure, and that's what we do here at Howard and Brown. We set up this relationship. We cultivate this relationship between you and our finance lenders, and we make sure that you establish a relationship with them so you can continue to be approved, and make sure that you are always access to funding. So we have our business credit on that. And then I talked about we have our merger acquisition, we have our the distribution, and then our franchising development. These 7 things, what we do here in Howard and Brown. And listen, guys, we'll do them just for you. Now, all you have to do is go to our website, which is howardandbrown.com. That's howardandbrown.com. Click on contact and then get a consultation. We will get you in and start helping you with your business. Okay? Go to Howard and Brown. That's howardandbrown.com. Click on the consultation. Get out your information. We will set up a time with you, show you exactly what we're going to do for your business to help you take your business to the next level. See, and we dedicate ourselves to a year, y'all. For a complete year, we dedicate ourselves to you. So you are not walking on. Let me show you my competitive edge. Hope y'all getting this. So I'm not only giving you information, I'm giving you impartation. Here's my competitive edge. You have business consultants that do what I do. You have business consultants that has a podcast. You have business consultants that give information through webinars. So I'm doing what they do. Y'all see that? I'm doing exactly what other business consulting, business coaching do. 2 things that makes us different here at Howard and Brown. Number 1, we are a business development legal firm. Boom. Number 1. Number 2, this is what makes us significantly different. We don't just stop at giving you the information. We actually get in there with you, roll up our sleeve, and we help you build your business. We are a part of your business. I sit on the board of most of my clients. They ask me, could you be on my board? Absolutely. So I get in there and grind with you to help you do your business. You know how y'all go to a seminar, guys, or you go to somewhere and you get all this great information and you're excited and you're hyped and it felt like a pep rally and you're like, yeah, we can do it. And then you get home and you're like, okay, how do I do this? I got all this great information, but I don't even know where to start. What's the first thing that I do? That's the difference between here at Howard and Brown. You don't have that day you trying to figure out where do you start. Boom, you with us. We do weekly sessions with our CEOs. Every single week, we're talking with our CEOs and we're telling you, this is the first thing we're going to do. Here's the second thing that we're going to do. Here's the third thing that we're going to do. Here's the fourth thing that we're going to do. We're going to walk this thing out with you for a year to build your business. That's what makes us different than any other company. We're not just giving you information. We're grinding with you so you can not only learn, you not only can be served, but you also make sure you don't make mistakes. That's the biggest thing. If I had me a Howard and Brown when I started, oh my God, I would have saved so much money, all the mistakes I made when I started my business. We're going to keep you from spending a lot of money because you're not going to make mistakes. Okay? That's the huge part of being a part of Brown. Listen, y'all need to come and be a part of Howard and Brown. Allow us to work with you, serve with you, help you build your business. Go to howardandbrown.com. That's Howard, A-N-D, Brown.com. Click on that free consultation so we can set up a time and a meeting so we can learn about your business, help you take your business to the next level, and so we can start serving you for the year of really growing your business to the next level, okay? And right now, we're taking 45 new clients. We have a special deal. If you go right now to howardandbrown.com, click on consultation, and you are one of the 41 of the 45th people that sign up for a meeting. We have a special offer, special discount. It's going to be really great. So you need to run. You need to hurry up and go, like really now. Okay? Go real quickly to howardandbrown.com. Fill out that contact page, free consultation. Fill that out so you can partake into the benefits and the discounts. Did I say discount? Yes, discount that we have for here at Howard and Brown, so we can help take you to the next level. Now, let me tell you now, we not only are going to work with you in your business, show you how to do it, serve with you, make sure you don't make no mistakes, but we also going to get you some money, okay? It's one of the things that we guarantee in Howard and Brown. Make sure the cameraman, make sure you get me real close on this one. We guarantee you, I'm going to say this word, we guarantee you $50,000 or more line of credit for your business, okay? We guarantee that. If our family or credit financial people don't give it, Howard and Brown will give it to you. We will make sure you have $50,000 line of credit for your business. We guarantee that. So you need to hurry up. 45. I'm only doing 45. That's it. 45 new clients. If you call right now, if you go to our website, which is howardandbrown.com, howardandbrown.com, and you get that free consultation. You sign up today. I want to see it in the queue. Oh, we got somebody. That's it. I want to see it in the queue. All right, we got 44 more. Bring them on in. All right. Go to howardandbrown.com. All right, and make sure that you partake into the discount and the services that we have here at Howard and Brown. Man, I'm excited. I'm ready to help you take your business to the next level. Y'all, I've been doing this a long time, and I'm going to help you not make the mistakes. I'm going to help you not make the mistakes that I made, and it's going to grow your business expeditiously. All right. I hope you got a lot out of the seminar tonight. We're going to be doing some more of this and really helping educate entrepreneurs and help them take it to the next level. Listen, I'm excited. I want you to make sure that you, if you're not on the Facebook right now, that you make sure you go to our Howard and Brown development page or go to the Howard and Brown podcast page. Either one, you can go to either one. Howard and Brown development page, business development page, or Howard and Brown podcast. Make sure you like it, y'all. We need your likes. We need your shares. If you're on our YouTube channel, we want you to subscribe. If you're watching us by YouTube, make sure you subscribe. That's right. Down down right there, hit that subscribe button. We want you to make sure you subscribe and be a part of our Howard and Brown YouTube channel. Listen, this has been absolutely amazing. It's been an amazing time. Thank you for listening. Thank you for sharing. Listen, 45, go right now. Right now, go to howardandbrown.com. howardandbrown.com. Get your free consultation so we can get started with helping you take your business to the next level. You want to get that money. You want to make sure you get a part of that money. So listen, go right now, howardandbrown.com. Listen, we want to thank our broker, Mr. Maris. Mr. Maris, she set up this workshop. And so go right now. Mr. Maris, we want to thank our broker director, Ms. Jada Green, and all of our agents, our staff, everyone and we want to especially thank MBA, Mutual Believers Association. Guys, go and check out MBA, MBAforthepeople.com. That's MBA, FOR, thepeople.com. Check out our association. You want to be a part of that great association and just be a part of some great things that's happening with MBA. Listen, guys, it has been a plum pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. If you're on the line, stay on the lines. We're going to do some question and answers, but we're going to stop with our broadcast. But listen, we thank God for each and every one of you for coming and being a part of the Howard and Brown podcast. Listen, have an amazing day. Go right now to the website, howardandbrown.com. That's howardandbrown.com. Get that consultation so you can be part of the 45 that will sign up and get that great discount so we can get you started with your business. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. This is the Howard and Brown podcast.
You're watching Howard and Brown, a business development podcast. Tune in Monday through Friday at 6:30 p.m.